In this video, I'd like to explain how me personally I think about personal finance, which personal finance is basically what I think is personal choices on finance. Now, here's the thing. My situation, of course, my views will change as I come to learn more things, but in my situation, me being a 25-year-old guy in a new country, totally alone, my first goal is get 9 months of emergency funds. My current expenses, I would say, even if I'm kind of living, not very comfortably, but okay, it's like 800 in rent. Um, let's say if I just take buses, it's 50. You know what? Let's say $100 in case of emergency traveling. That's $100 in transportation, $500 in food, and let's say another $200 on whatever. So that's, let's say 1,600. You know what? Let's say 2,000. 9 months of expenses in 2,000. That's 18,000. That's what I need to save. And yeah, and after that, saving is lame. Saving is totally lame. It doesn't work at all. It doesn't really change anything substantial in your life. Um, you want to buy a house, yeah, you can take loans and everything, but that gets you geo-locked. And the thing about being geo-locked is you can't really move from one place to another like that. Yeah, sure, rent, yeah, you're paying off other people's mortgages, but you can just say goodbye and then boom, goodbye, right? And me personally, I've seen how, you know, staying stagnant in one place, especially if you're young, will destroy you. This and now for investment. Normal investment ways like stocks or homes, from what I've seen, is people just go there because one, it's very what do you say, established, but it's also for geeks. Okay, yeah, sure, you can buy a house and it'll appreciate in value, and you would live in it, obviously. But when you consider that, one, you're priced, when you're locked in a place, and two, among all the stuff you have to think about, like the only thing limited in your life is your time and mental resources. Owning a house takes away a lot of that. On rent, you just say, okay, rent, boom, done, bye, goodbye. It's very simple. Second is investing in stocks and crypto. Okay, I invest in only one stock, and it's Tesla. I don't invest in any other stuff. I'll explain explain the concept of why I only own Tesla. Basically, I started owning it in May or June 2022, and I haven't sold it. I just and it made good returns. And in my theory, I believe that by 2028, 2030, it'll be almost I would say like 95% plus of the actively managed funds with all the fancy degrees. And then I'll go to rich people and be like, yo, here's my results. Okay, here's the results of the other people with the fancy degrees. Which results do you want? And they'll be like, okay, I like, and the guys will be like, okay, I like results. Boom, I'll invest their money, make them rich. Anyway, this is just a marketing thing. I'm just, I'm just keeping this as a long-term evidence that yeah, I know better than almost all the fancy degree guys. Anyways, and then I like to invest in time savers. Basically, in this game, we have the strategy. Like, if you don't know a strategy that could win you the game, that knowledge is the difference between you losing and winning the game, right? So, how do I know the strategies? First, the thing is, in a lot of ways, you can see different things enter into society, and that impacts them differently. For example, 5 years ago, you wouldn't understand ChatGPT. 5 years ago, you wouldn't understand working from home. 5 years ago, you wouldn't understand all the. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fancy things. Like 20 years ago, you wouldn't understand how the internet has impacted the world, right? And it has impacted the world, you wouldn't understand how different cultures utilize it. So, firstly, you need to learn about strategies which hasn't been done yet, right? And if you wait for it to be published, okay, published or made into a theory and formula and whatnot, that means you already waited too long, right? Because for it to happen like that, there has to be a lot of people who already studied it implemented it, studied it again, implemented it, and studied it again, and then boom, and then a lot of people has already used it. Will it be profitable? Of course it will, but you need to go there faster. It's way better to be rich at 33 than be rich at 63. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm rich. I'm a rich man at 63. I'm gonna be so full at the buffet. Oh no, my stomach is hurting. Who wants to be rich at 63? Okay, yeah, you can eat the buffet, but then again, you'd poop out in 2 hours, and you'll have a 3 days of coma. Like, lame. Anyways, it's not about getting rich quick. Okay, it's about getting rich quicker. And the thing I believe is getting strategized quicker, getting skilled quicker. Okay, if you can master a skill in 5 years instead of 20, okay, that's your thing. And so what I'm gonna invest on is either fuel, which if you put uh, if you put low quality stuff in your body, you'll perform in a low quality way, right? It is what it is. So you can't really get that. And to understand more coaching and how it helps people, you need to invest in coaching, right? So you can spend 100 years finding out stuff for yourself, or you can spend 2 years and give people money to give you the 100 years worth of knowledge. So yeah, that's the difference. That's why I'm gonna invest in coaching and fuel and everything. And after that, if I'm not saving 15,000 or $20,000 a month, it's not gonna make a substantial difference to me in a short while. Okay, and then other thing is I need to invest a lot of money in you know experiments. Okay, let's say if I try 1,000 different things and I invested $200 in experimenting with 1,000 stuff, even if 2% of them works out, that's great, right? I mean, look at the fancy guy Bernard Arnold. He doesn't sell to everyone. He sells to less than 1% of the population. He's one of the richest men in the world. You see, the big billionaires, they either sell to a lot of people and experimented in a lot of ways, or they found one thing and just sell to 1%, under 1% of the population. I mean, look at the weapons manufacturer. Look at simple. Let's just look at Tesla. What do? They don't sell to everyone. They don't sell to most of the global population. They sell to rich people. I mean, yeah, they're trying to do good, but they're trying selling to rich people, right? So yeah, you gotta invest in 1,000 things. Maybe 2% of them works out, and that's good enough. 90% of the 90%, 98% of them will not make it. But then again, what do you care, right? 99% of the people you meet in your real life won't be of much importance to you. So yeah. Anyways, that's my video on personal finance. Thank you.